Let us begin with Seoul's intel chief's trip to Tokyo. As President Moon's special envoy, he briefed Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on the results of the recent visit to Pyongyang and Washington. The Japanese leader showed strong support for the move toward dialogue. Hwang Ho-jun has our top story.
According to the Blue House, the meeting was originally scheduled for 15 minutes, but lasted over an hour.
I came here today to deliver a message from President Moon Jae-in that cooperation between Japan and South Korea is essential to maintaining the progress towards peace on the Korean Peninsula that started with the 2018 PyeongChang Olympics.
In the meeting with South Korea's intel chief Suh Hoon, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe expressed his gratitude for President Moon Jae-in sending a special envoy to explain and detail the results of the recent talks in Pyongyang and the U.S. He said he respects President Moon's leadership for bringing about change and progress in inter-Korean relations and for taking steps toward the denuclearization of the peninsula. He also called those achievements the byproducts of close cooperation among Seoul, Washington, and Tokyo. There's been speculation that North Korea is simply trying to buy time, agreeing to two summits one after the other, but Abe told Seoul he doesn't believe that's the case. He welcomed the push for dialogue and promised Japan's support and cooperation for a successful summit between the two Koreas as well as between Pyongyang and Washington. Prime Minister Abe stressed, though, that North Korea has to act on its promises.
It is extremely important that North Korea takes specific steps toward denuclearization, that these words become a reality.
Suh Hoon arrived in Japan on Monday and met first with Japanese Foreign Minister Taro Kono, who said Tokyo would work closely with Seoul and Washington and referred to the situation a near miracle. Suh is set to return back to Korea Tuesday night. As for President Moon's other special envoy, his top security advisor Chung Eui-yong, he has wrapped up his trip to China and is on his way to Russia on a similar mission. However, according to the Blue House, a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin seems unlikely since Russia is holding a presidential election this Sunday. Chung is scheduled to return back to Seoul on Thursday. Hwang Ho-jun, Arirang News.